Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rudeman, and we're back on Western Wilds. Let me get situated here. And yeah, looks like stuff's working. Waking. It's waking. All right, I'm heading down to put some straw in that one factory, that straw hat factory, the Susquehanna hat factory. Anyway, I'm going to drop some straw off and see if I can get that thing running. And I don't know if I've got some place to sell the stuff, so let's find out. I do have a mod that says that I can sell anywhere, anything there, so we'll check into that. What was that noise? I heard a noise. It went boop. Yeah, I need a bigger trailer. This thing isn't big enough. But I use this trailer for hauling small bits of things to the farms, to the animal farms, things like that. It's really not meant for bulk sales and stuff. So I need a bigger trailer. I'll check it out. I've got flatbed trailers. I don't think grain trailer's going to work. I'll have to get something that'll haul straw. And then I need to get some water over here too, so let's see what we got. Oh, the factory's not here. If you remember, I put the factory in and then I stopped because of getting the equipment to do baling, and I didn't put the thing back in, so I need to do that. Let me get out of this. Oh, yeah. I should probably plow these shrubs out. All right, let's see here. We're going to do... Okay, not that. Let's see. Construction... production factories. Where's the hat factory? There it is. Okay. And let's see. The front is there. Yeah, I already put this in once, but we'll plop it in. I'll worry about roads later. Let's drop it there. So there we go. All right. I wonder if notices went out because I'm sitting here by myself. Okay, so let's get our trailer worth of stuff. I should test it, see if I'm... Is there... Am I getting anybody in? Well, all right. I could chat to myself. That worked. Where's my online chat, though? There it is. Born 2 says he's lurking. You got to notice. Okay, that's good to know, because sometimes notices don't go out. Anyway, I don't mind lurkers. I'm a lurker myself, so good to see you in, though. But sometimes I just wonder if notices go out at all, and sometimes I don't think they do. Whoa, what did I do? Unhook the trailer. Trying out some new glasses. They're blue blockers for, the harmful rays your computer puts out. They're supposed to block out 99.5 or 99.9% of the blue. The only problem is they're amber, so they affect the color on the screen a little bit. Put the case away. All right, now we need some water. There were different ones. I went with the cheaper pair. There was one that was about $80, and I think I'll have to check, but I think these were about 35 or 40. But I've got some glasses that I bought that were really cheap. They were like $20, between $12 and $20, and they're supposedly blue blockers, and they have a little bit of a yellow tint to them, but you can't really see it until you pick them up and put them against something that's white. Like if you take them off your head and you put the lens, over like a white wall, then you'll see that there's a little yellow tint to the glass in the glasses. These are like amber sunglasses, which I do have. When I drive with amber colored sunglasses, and that's what these kind of are. And I think it's just a matter of getting used to. I can see really well with them. When I'm looking at my monitor, things look sharper than they were before. And it's just that they're a little darker. And although they are darker, in actuality, when I look at the screen kind of lightens up a little bit. It's just everything else in the room is darker because they're like a sunglass. Now, the thing is, though, when I'm recording or working in my studio, I usually don't have lights on because there's so much light comes from the monitors. I've got 4 monitors around me here, and so I generally don't have lights on at all anyway. So it's dark in here anyway. Yeah, when I get a chance, I'll pull up Amazon's where I got them. I'll pull them up. And the reason I got this particular pair was when you look at customers' what customers have to say about their purchase. One of the guys that bought this pair said that he doesn't trust some of the places on Amazon because he's purchased things before where their advertising wasn't true. And so he's not real, he said, especially if I'm spending $50, $60 for a pair of sunglasses or something, right? So he had them tested, and he said the testing showed that they were completely honest. It was blocking 99% of the blue, so. All right, that took all my water. But that should be enough for at least for me to tell if this thing's working. So we'll let it run. I don't know, I think it just takes straw and water. But I'll go and get some more water. But that's enough to get it started, I think. Let's pop out of here and go over to here and see if we can see what this thing is doing, if it's doing anything at all. All right, straw accessories down here. We have straw accessories, straw crates. Activate. Let's activate it. We'll activate those two things. We do have a little bit of straw in here that I didn't put a lot in. We got more water than we have straw. But it looks like it's doing something. It's making something. Sweet. Where's it put them? Yeah, when I especially like it dark is when I'm playing like a horror game or something, Is this where the straw goes? Where's the product come out? If I'm playing like Resident Evil or something and it's dark and every once in a while I actually get scared and I'll be in here screaming. My wife will come in, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I say, oh, some zombie just jumped out of the closet on me. All right, well, I'll let it run. We'll see what happens. Supposedly it's making some kind of crate, but I don't see anything. But it may not show up right away. Let me turn this truck off so I'm not wasting fuel, and I got to get back to work on my baling. I was baling. And before I start getting back to baling, though, I should probably get some tractors out. And I need more tractors. I got so much equipment, it's unbelievable, but Binks is in the house. Hey, Binks. How you doing? Morning. Binks says morning. What's up, Binks? All right, I got this tractor. And there's a tractor over there. Let's grab that green one. This one. Because it's not being used. Oh, I didn't remember having a Fendt, but I guess I do. I want to grab one of the seeders and get it running. Now I'll find another tractor and bring it over here. And I got to remember one of the plows is leased, and I can't remember whether I leased the tractor or just the plow. I'll have to check. I can check easy enough. You just go in here where you have your leased items. And I have I just leased the mower. I didn't buy it. And the baler. So I just leased a plow. I didn't lease a tractor. So that's good to know. I don't know. That's why I was asking Born to. Born to was good enough to come in and tell me that I wasn't alone. Because I've been online for 16 minutes and there's nobody here. And so I thought maybe notices didn't go out. That's happened before. Oh, you came back from the Netherlands? Was it just a visit? So I think I'm going to do some canola, maybe some soybeans. Oh, thanks, Binks. I appreciate it. You went there for Easter? I actually didn't go anywhere for Easter. We just stayed home. We had some ham and potato salad and just took it easy, watched a movie. I watched Puss in Boots the other night. That was actually pretty good. The second one. Well, the first one was good too. I just meant that I watched the second one. They went there this year. All right, I'm going to do a headland here, so I've got some turnaround room. Well, I hope you had a good time. Your niece lives there? Where's her family? Is her family there or just her? All right, I'm going to let this guy run to the end, and we'll do a headland on the other end as well. I like to do that so that the tractor has room to turn around when it gets to the bottom and the top. You've got Strupen waffles. What? What is that? Is that a new pandemic? Strupen waffles. What happens when you get Strupen waffles? Really, seriously, I gotta know so I don't get it. I'm doing soup du jour early because I had something last night that they gave me a jumbo-sized Mountain Dew. What's that? Baja Blast. And it's full of caffeine. Well, I couldn't drink it because I was going to get ready, for the evening to go to bed. I didn't want to stay up all night. There's Lori. Lori, I missed you. How are you today? Anyway, so when I order sodas, like at fast food restaurants and things, when I don't care for soda, the soda machine drinks. They just don't do anything for me. But when I do, I order them with no ice, because by the time you finish drinking one of them great big jumbo drinks, the ice is melted and they're watered down to begin with. They water the drinks down to begin with. So by the time you're halfway through your drink, the ice is melted and it's double watered down. So I always tell them I don't want any ice. Don't put any ice in it. And that twofold. One, if I don't want to drink it at the time, like in this case, because it's full of caffeine and it's nighttime, I don't want to stay up all night, I can put it in the fridge and I don't have to worry about the ice melting and watering it down. So that's what I did. I almost forgot I had it until just before the live stream. One day at a time. Andy. Hi, Andy. I didn't see Andy. Sorry, Lori. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Lori. That's the way I live my life, one day at a time. Seriously, though, we used to have those things at work where they would bring consultants in, and they would give you some big speech, and then they would start asking you to set goals. We want you to set goals. And so we want you to set a goal for, say, What do you see yourself doing in a year from now? What do you see yourself doing 5 years from now? What's your goals for 20 years out? And I thought, how in the hell would I know? I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. And I hated those things. I could never, write anything down. I didn't know. What the hell? I might be dead 5 years from now. I don't know. And so I hated those kind of things. They're meant to focus you on your career, and they're meant to, encourage you to be a better worker or whatever they're meant to do, but it didn't work on me. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. How in the hell am I going to know what I'm going to be doing next year? So when you say, living your life one day at a time, that's the way I do it. That's the way I am. I really don't think about tomorrow. And where that really helps me out is I've got something, like if I have something I don't want to do, if I've got something I don't want to do, then I don't want to think about it. Tina's here. Hey, Tina. A stroopwafel. Yeah, I thought it was a disease like a new pandemic, and I wanted to know exactly what it was so I don't get it. It's some kind of disease. I did. Sounds like it. Strooping waffles. Yeah, I can see my nose running and me coughing stroopwafels up. So anyway, yeah, so there's things that I don't want to think about. Okay, let's say I have to go in for a medical test that I'm worried about, and my appointment is Friday and it's Monday. I don't want to think about that every damn day until I have to go. And so I don't. And Carol, she's a little bit different. She likes to get things scheduled out a little bit. So she'll be coming in and saying, what's this and what's that? And I said, don't. I don't want to hear about it. I'm trying not to think about it. I don't want to think about it until it's Friday morning and I have to get up and go. And so, yes, I live my life one day at a time. In actuality, you could say I live my life by the hour, because I really don't know what I'm going to do after this live stream's over. Sometimes I'm late getting here because I've forgotten that I'm even going to do one. So anyway, that's just me. All right, let me get this thing started, and let's see. I can't remember which one of these things. I got a button, and I've forgotten which one it is that changes. There it is. It's the Y button. Okay, I'm going to go to the tractor and start it up, the mower. Did it start? Please start the engine first. Well, I thought that's what I was doing. There we go. Started the engine. Start the mower. Okay, and then let's jump back to... let's jump back to the baler and make sure it gets turned on. We need to make sure the pickup is down, and now it is. Turn it on. And I don't think that the wrapper has a motor on it. I think it just does what it's supposed to do. But let's get the GPS turned on. All right, let's see. Make sure that we are on baler. So, hey, Rob, how are you, buddy? Rob says, hey. Does that mean he's working on hay? I was telling them earlier when I thought it was just me in the live stream. I just, as the live stream was starting, got a delivery, a package, and it's a new pair of blue blocker glasses for computers. And it's supposed to block out 99.5 or 99.9, I can't remember. There were two of them I was looking at. One was 99.9, and one was 99.5 of the blue, the harmful blue rays that come out of your TVs and your computers and your phones. And so I ordered a pair, and I ordered the cheaper ones. So I think it was the 99.5% ones that I ordered. And the reason I ordered the cheaper ones, because one was, the ones I bought were like $40, something like that. I'll have to look it up. I got them at Amazon. And the other pair was like 60 or 70 bucks or 80, I can't remember. But when I was looking at the people's, at the bottom where they give their recommendations, like, hey, I bought that and it's the best thing since sliced bread, or hey, I bought that and it fell apart before I could even get in the room. Those kind of reviews that people do after they buy the product. One of the guys said that he didn't trust some of these places nowadays because he found that sometimes the things didn't work like they said they were supposed to. And so he had the pair that he bought tested, and he said they were completely honest that they blocked out 99.5% of the blue rays. And so I thought, well, that's the one I want to get then. So they were the cheaper pair. And they were, a little less blockage, but 99.5 might as well be 99.9, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm trying them out. They're kind of dark. They're amber, and they're like sunglasses, but they're actually made for computers, and so I think it's just a little bit of getting used to because they're kind of dark. But believe it or not, when I take them off, they actually make your what you're seeing sharper detail, even though they're kind of dark. Uh-oh. What did I do? All right, this thing doesn't turn very good. And why is my baler stop working? I can hear it running. What happened? Did I pull the pickup? Oh, I pulled the pickup up. All right, let me go back to the baler and drop it again. There it goes. I'll come back and clean that up later. All right, am I missing stuff? What's Rob up to today? Bink says his are amber as well. Now, when I'm driving in my car, I mentioned this earlier too. When I'm driving in my car, my sunglasses that I have two pair. One of them is very expensive and it's dark black kind of, and they're dark glasses and they're polarized. The other pair I have are amber, and the amber ones are the ones I tend to wear more often. Tim says he's playing Farm Sim 19. And Rob says he's playing Lumberjack Dynasty. Is it fun, Rob? I hope everybody had a good Easter. Ours was pretty quiet. We had a little bit of the family over after church, and we had a ham and potato salad and that kind of stuff. And it's very quiet. We didn't do anything. I bought a couple of movies. Let's see, what did I get? I got, the one I remember is Puss in Boots. I bought the new Puss in Boots movie. The second one. It was very good. We watched it the other night. Rob says they had ham as well. $39K for selling timber, eh? Now there's some kind of, this baler has some kind of additive that you can add to it, which I didn't do. I was kind of in a hurry. But if you notice down in the bottom right-hand corner where the speedometer is, you'll see that there's a top bar that says there's nothing in it. It's some kind of additive for the silage, but I'm not using it. An awesome Easter with Jesse's family. Played games and had dinner. Yeah, ours was pretty quiet. Not all my kids showed up. My youngest daughter doesn't celebrate holidays very well, and she was busy. I think she had to work. And my older daughter, they wanted to get home because they had things they had to do on their little ranch. They have a little farm, kind of a spot. It's not really. They have a little bit of property where they live, and they raise chickens and stuff. Bakes, to go to the pharmacy. Now, where you live, does pharmacy have a different meaning? Because usually that's where you get your medicine. Wayne's here. Hey, Wayne, I haven't seen you forever, buddy. Okay, I didn't mean to shut it off. I meant to stop the mower. How's Wayne doing? I think the last time he came out, I asked you if you were retired, and you said no. All right, now I wanna start this thing. So there we go. Too busy working to retire? Is that what you meant? I'm so busy working I can't retire. All right, so why is that not? Did my mower get turned off again? Am I on the baler? I'm on the baler, no wonder. I turned the mower off. And so she didn't want you going. You're not Jewish, are you? You couldn't go to the pharmacy because it was Easter? Well, I guess you wouldn't be. You wouldn't be if you're celebrating Easter. You're not Jewish. Now, if you're celebrating Passover, too busy working, huh? Well, Wayne, I hope you're doing well. But with these amber glasses, I can't tell what color these. The bales don't look blue anymore. They kind of look greenish. So, Wayne, have you guys been getting into any storms down there? Are you in a different location now? Or are you still flying out to? Are you still flying out to the oil rigs? It's been so long since I talked to you, I can't remember. It seems like you had a different office or something you were at. Well, you're not alone in that, Biggs. There's a lot of people that are that way. I think I think people get turned off sometimes of the church institutions because guess what makes up an institutional church? People. And whenever there's people involved, there's trouble. And so you start developing, especially as a church grows, so does the church politics, because it involves people, and people are weird. So you get into a church that's really good, and you love it, and you love the people in it, and they're good people, and you know you're getting what you need to out of your church and your the social part, and then there's a big to do because somebody in the church decides that they're better than the preacher and that they could do a better job, and they start trying to control what's going on in the church, and the politics come in, and it kind of ruins the whole damn thing. So a lot of people get turned off by that. Out of Rockport, Texas. Now, see, that's different. You weren't working out of Texas the last time I talked to you. Maybe you were. I mean, that's what you told me. Weren't you having to go out of Tennessee or something at one point? Two and three times a week, huh? Well, I know people that go to church every day, and that's not to say that they're there for hours at a time. It's basically they'll go in and they'll do their praying and their whatever it is they want to do to keep their day the way they want it to be, and then they go to work. "20 years in Louisiana." That's what it was, Louisiana. Because I asked you one time why you didn't just move to Louisiana. And my ears were burning by the time you were done. So I'm doing a little bit of soup du jour early today because I had a jumbo Baja Blast left over from last night's dinner. And I kept it in the fridge because it's full of caffeine. I didn't want caffeine just at bedtime. And I remembered it just as the stream was starting, so I ran out and got it. And I didn't want to let it sit here for an hour before I started drinking it. So, soup du jour is a little early today. It's still Mountain Dew. It's just not the regular Mountain Dew. Oh, what a tedious job this is. All right, I got to go check on my planters, so let's just leave this guy for a minute and find my planters. I only have one running. I need to get another tractor somewhere. So let's see. I could borrow... Oh. What? Something happened. What happened? I don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What's that? What's this? Here we go. Okay, so let's yeah, I haven't been playing Red Dead either. I still log in once in a while if there's a reason to. Like sometimes they have a set of clothes that I don't have that they're giving away as their weekly thing. Other than that, I log in, get the clothes, and log out. What's a Jumbo Baja Blast? Well, do you know what Mountain Dew is, Binks? The drink? You know, Mountain Dew. It's a soda. Well, they have a different version of it that's kind of greenish blue, and they call it a Baja Blast Mountain Dew. It's got a different flavor to it. And I don't normally drink it, but there's one restaurant we go to that's the only Mountain Dew they have. So there you go. AC Valhalla. Assassin's Creed, yeah, I haven't played that one yet. My son has. Jeff played it, but I haven't played it yet. So what do you think? Is it good? I know he loved it. Hey, Dennis. How you doing? Glad to see you today, Dennis. T-Shop is in the house, and he says, hello. Hey, T-Shop. What's happening? So I need another tractor. Let's find... I got that big Fendt. Let's find it. Let's get this guy. And I'll put him on the other planter. It's a little overkill, this tractor, but I don't want to buy another tractor. I got too much equipment as it is. I don't even know where half my equipment's at. All right then, let's see. I've got these two little fields here. I think I'm going to move on to this big field over here. What'd Rob say? It's addictive? The game's addictive? Cool. I'll have to check it out. I just didn't play it yet. Family's doing good, Dennis. I'm doing good. Your friend told you? Did I miss something that Rob said? He says his friend told him something. I might have missed a post. In your opinion, it's too addictive? Now, Banks, are you talking about the game, Assassin's Creed, or the Mountain Dew? They're both addictive. The Hogwarts video's late this week because I was tied up with other things. And I had a bunch of flights that I had scheduled, and I had to record them, and they take a lot of work. And so the Hogwarts one was a little delayed. Normally what I did with the Hogwarts is they're shorter videos. And so I would play about 2 or 3 hours of the game, and that would give me 4 or 5 recordings. And so and then I went on holiday, and I got caught up with all the videos. And so I need to get down. I need to have the time to sit down and actually play the game for several hours, and I haven't had time to do that. All right, let's see. I need to change crops here. I want to do some soybeans. Let's do that. I'm going to do a headland across here so that I can turn the rig around on the end of the field. Yeah, both. Yeah, I got you, Binks. Hey, Craig is here. Craig, where you been? I was worried about you. You heard the dew? You heard about that? You like the Hogwarts game, do you, Wayne? Yeah, it's fun to play. I've been having a lot of fun, but I'm having trouble keeping up with everything. And like I said, it makes it a lot easier if I've got like an afternoon where I can sit and record for 2-3 hours, and then I can edit all that down into 4 or 5 episodes, and then I've got a week's worth done. And I haven't had time to do that lately. Yeah, so I plan on doing some recording this afternoon. And then those are short videos, so it doesn't take me too long to edit and condense them and compress them, get them rendered, get them up on YouTube. Yeah, I got you, Craig. I got you. But, we just worried. You don't play it? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it because it's Harry Potter, man. Come on. But everybody I knew was playing it, so I thought, well, I'm going to get it. So I pre-ordered it. I wasn't going to order it at all until my son came in. He said, "Are you gonna play the new Harry Potter game?" And I said, "I don't think so. Why?" And he said, "Well, I pre-ordered it." And I got to talking to him about it, and I thought, well, okay, I'll pre-order it then. And so I did, and just been having a lot of fun with it. Jeremy's in the house. Hey, Jeremy. $212. Tina's got 3,796 buckets of grain. You need to do some spending there, darling. Get rid of some of those. You're gonna pass up Lori. Lori's a hoarder when it comes to grain buckets. But don't panic. Don't panic. Craig is back. Holy smokes, Lori's got 4,967.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Lori.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Tina. Pardon me. I can't remember the other movie I bought. Oh, I bought the new Avatar movie. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't had enough time to watch it. I understand it's like a 3-some-hour movie. Yeah, I don't have the time. So yeah, I bought the new Avatar movie. The first Avatar movie was okay. I didn't think it was the greatest movie in the world, but it was entertaining. It was just pretty damn long. Because there's really not much of a story to it, really, if you think about it. It's like watching Dances with Wolves, only in multicolor. Is this thing running? Now it is. All right. Yeah, so it's like the people from the East Coast of America come to the West Coast and they take all the Native Americans' land and they slaughter them and they do this and they do that and take whatever they want, rape the earth, all that kind of stuff. And so they just made it into a science fiction movie that does the same thing. So it's really not much of a story, really. And then so here's the thing that gets me, though, is when you ask people about the movie, how did you like the movie? Oh, it was really good. Well, what did you like about it? Oh, it was just so beautiful. It's so bright. There's so many colors. It's, but they can't tell you what happened in the movie. And so that kind of bothers me a little bit. I like a movie that makes me cry, or makes me laugh, or makes me pee my pants because I'm laughing so hard. Of course, I'm getting to an age where I don't need anything to help me pee my pants. Just kidding. Yeah, he lives in, oh God, my mind just went completely blank. He lives by Fort Worth, Dallas, Fort Worth. He's in Arlington, Texas, is where he actually lives, in Arlington. But he doesn't come on much anymore. I haven't seen him in almost a year. It's just canola, Binks. It's just canola. We're farming here. The Stray? Is that a cat movie? It only made me cry because I'm allergic to cats. Actually, I don't think I'm allergic to anything, but... I watched Puss in Boots, though. That was good. I actually bought it. It was on sale. And it's got a good story. It's got a better story than most of the movies they're putting out nowadays. A dog? What makes him a stray? The last movie I saw about dog, the dog was a robot. I don't even remember the name of it. A game where you play a cat? Huh? There is a game that you play as a cat. I don't remember the name of it. I should look that up. But yeah, there is a game where you are a cat. You play as a cat. Then you have to sneak your ass around town, and I don't know what it's about. I saw the game and there was a review on it, and I thought, well, what the hell are you going to do as a cat? Just wander down through the alleys and trying to find old pieces of fish out of the garbage? A movie with Tom Hanks. Wayne says he's going bass fishing in Lake Fork in July. Tournament in September. And when you do a tournament, is that for fish size or weight or something? Is that how it's judged? Oh, is that what you're telling me? That's what Stray was? Okay. Yeah, came with a snake in it. No, thank you, Craig. No, thank you. I got to go check on my other planter. It's around here somewhere. And it's just sitting here not working. He's not working. Oh, look what I just did. I hate when I do that. I got to figure out which button does that, because I just hate when it does that. Now I got to scoop it all up again. Big bass tournament. Yeah, there was a farm that actually had a snake on it. I don't remember which one it is either. Is it taking it from the front? Well, that's weird. $100,000, my goodness. I bet there's some cheating on that. Somebody under the water with air tanks holding a big fish that they put on your hook so you win. Sounds like a movie. Movie of the week. Looks like the little bits of it I didn't get plowed there. I don't know what happened. It's broken. It got broken. They're prosecuting cheaters now? Well, good. They should. Do-de-do, lo-de-do-do. So I got a message from some relatives of my wife's. My wife's family was from Arkansas, and they had a homestead that they homesteaded way back in time. And they sold everything except for the original 1 acre of the homestead. And it's supposed to be, nobody wants it because everybody's getting too old to do anything. And so we were supposed to get it. And we got notified of that yesterday. And so during Easter dinner, I was talking to my kids to figure out if one of the kids wants to do anything with that acre in Arkansas. I've seen it. Carol and I went there one year, and we went hunting for it with a GPS, and we found it. The only thing we found was a little bit of the stone foundation of the original homestead house, and we found what we think was the well. But I don't know what we're going to do with it. Carol's grandma had sold the mineral rights from it, and was actually living off of that in her old age, along with her Social Security. But that was years ago. You can't swim? Well, you're not supposed to be swimming with them. You're supposed to catch them with a pole. I'd be scared to go out swimming with them. All right, Wayne. Hey, it's good to hear from you, bud. I'm glad everything's going okay for you. And hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Take care. Appreciate you coming by. Hola. That's the only thing I know is hola. I could. I don't know if I want to, but I could. All right, is this thing still running? Is everything still running? Let's see. Yeah, cruise control, or I keep calling it cruise control. The GPS is still running, so it's going in a straight line. Yeah, Wayne's got an interesting job. He's a helicopter pilot, and one of the contracts that they have. The helicopter company that he works for has different contracts, and one of them is flying supplies and workers from the mainland out to the oil rigs. That would be an interesting job. To me, it would be a scary job. Andy, you're going to have to translate for me. That is Scottish, isn't it? Tina, were you not here last week? You weren't. You weren't here last week. I bought this property up here, and I'm going to plow it into a field, one large field. You can see the border. I did plow the border, and I'm cutting the grass and making it into silage before I plow it up. So it wasn't really a grass field. It was just a plot of land that had grass on it. And so, yeah, I'm mowing the grass and putting it into silage bales for sale. And then I'm going to plow it and plant it into some form of crop. And Tim keeps wanting me to do cotton, so I'm thinking about doing cotton on this because it's a pretty good sized field. If you look at the map, it is... If you look at the map, it's these 4 plots of land right here, plus the top part of this here land. So there's a road that goes through here that cuts this property off. These plots right here, and so the top is clear here. So I added it to 16, 17, 18, and 19. I make a big field. And then when I clear out these, then I'll do the same thing up here. Have a big field up here too as well. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the grass off of it so that I can make a little bit of money on the grass. Who knows? I might make enough to have actually paid for the property. This thing doesn't turn very sharp, so I'm having to do every other row here. And then we'll come back and finish it up. There's another stump I missed right to the right. You were here, you came in late? Were you really? Did I say hi? I don't remember. I got a pretty good memory, but my memory is selective. I try not to memorize or keep in my mind things that don't mean anything to me, or that are not important to me. And I'm not equating myself to Einstein, but Einstein was that way. He only would remember things that were important to him, and phone numbers were not. And so he wouldn't learn a phone number because he knew he could find it in the book. And I'm kind of that way. I don't. I can remember things that were something I'm interested in, or mean something to me. For example, when I was a kid, I read a lot of books. Authors, I can remember authors. I can remember old movie actors. So if there's a movie from the 50s or something, and we'll be watching TV, and I'll say, "Oh, that's what's his name," and I'll name him, and I'll say, "Yeah, he was in that movie, and that movie." And Carol will just look at me, and she says, "My God, that was like 50, 60 years ago, and you still remember those actors?" And I said, "Yeah, I watched those movies when I was a kid, and I remember stuff like that." But then there's a whole bunch of other things I can't remember from. There could be something from last Tuesday I don't remember. It doesn't mean anything to me. Oh yeah. Hey Skippy, how you doing? Like paying your bills? Yeah, I don't like that. Paying my taxes. I don't care for that either. I don't mind paying the taxes. I don't mind paying my fair share. That being said, I would like to have more say in how the taxes are spent. We have no say in that. I don't mind paying taxes. I don't like doing taxes. I wish they would simplify it in some way, that it wasn't so damn complicated every year. I did say hi. Did I mean it? I'm doing pretty good, Skip. Hoss came in here a couple weeks ago and said hello. Hadn't talked to him for a long time. And yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I say things like that and people think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I used to have people come in to my office and they would say something about, we just love to come in and see your smile. And I said, I only smile because they pay me to. And they'll laugh, oh, you're so funny. No, I'm serious. Yeah, I'm just coming off of a cold, Skip, but it wasn't bad. It was just, it didn't, my wife got a cold that she got from my son. And my son had a fever and a head cold. Carol and I did not get the fever, but we got the head cold. And Carol, it went down into her chest, but she's got a little asthma. And I have a problem with respiratory stuff too because I've had open heart surgery. Anyway, Carol got sick for a week, and then I got sick, and I'm doing a lot better now. So that's good. It didn't get into my chest. It was just pretty much in my head and my sinuses. Mine was a terrible sore throat. And then it kind of went up into my sinuses. First I was kind of plugged up, and then it was like somebody tapped it with a beer tag, tap, and I couldn't stop my nose from running. Yeah, geez, I haven't talked to Hoss forever until he came in last week and said hello. Yeah, Tina says I sound better this week. I was a mess last week. That's what Andy's been up to. Yeah, Andy, he's gotten pretty quiet lately. I worry about Andy. And somebody says, "Well, why are you worried about Andy?" I said, "Well, I've been watching these stupid videos about artificial intelligence and how that we may be living in the Matrix and all these kind of things and what they can do with artificial intelligence. And so I don't know if you people are real or not. For all I know, you're just a computer program talking to me. I'm watching this stuff, and all right, what's going on? There it is. Lost a cord to my headphones. Yeah, so they had an article. I watched an article about where they can take, let's say, an actor. They can take an actor and they can plug in things into a computer, and they can make the actor do and say anything they want, and you can't tell whether it's the real one or not. There was one with Morgan Freeman, and they had a split screen. One of them was a computer program, and one of them was the real Morgan Freeman. And they look at each other and say, "Can you tell which one of us is real?" And you couldn't. And so it kind of makes you wonder that they could make you say or do. They could make a video of you robbing a bank, and you could go to jail, and it wasn't even you. Talk about stealing somebody's identity. Right now, that's just they got your wallet. What happens when they actually have you, and they can say you did, or how could you tell? Yeah, I remember that, Tina. It's probably the same thing. Man, my nose was running so hard, it was terrible. I'd go in to go to the bathroom, and my nose was going harder than my whatcha-dinger. Dripping into the toilet. Too much information, I know. Sorry. This is like watching paint dry. Uh-oh, I did it again. I turned the damn tractor off. I just meant to turn the mower off. Is Lori still around? I was going to tell her something, then I forgot what it was. Maybe I'll remember. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Oh, I did it again. I keep turning the tractor off. Oh shoot! I did it again. I hit the button that picked up the pickup on the baler. Let me get to the baler, drop it back down, and turn it on. Let me back up here. See if I can catch it up. Catch it up. Yeah, I feel sorry for some of these artists, because there was a guy that I watch, kind of a political commentator, but he was playing with this AI they've got out now, this Chat GTG or whatever the hell it's called. It's an AI, and you can tell it stuff. Like, you could tell it, I want a picture of a cat that looks like a hamburger. And within seconds, you've got this beautiful color, almost as good as a photograph picture of a cat between two buns with mustard for hair. And, it's just amazing. And it does it in seconds. And it would take an artist hours to draw and paint and do, Dogs under 20 pounds are practically a cat. Cats are useless. D. You know what's more worthless than a cat or a dog? Most people. And that's my opinion. Yeah. I gotta go check on my planters again, but I'm afraid to leave this baler alone. Last time I left it alone, it eloped with the neighbor's girl. All right, let's go check on the... I got to figure out how to pick all this crap up now. Okay, we're out of stuff again. Get back to work. Go back to work. Okay, so what's this guy's problem? Did he finish this field? Guess so. What was he doing? I don't know where I'm at. Where am... Oh. Oh. I see where I'm at. Oh. All right, let's change crops here. Daggone it. That's what I'm doing wrong. Shoot. I see it now, which button I'm hitting. There's a button that I can hit to change the crop, and I'm hitting the wrong one, and it's dumping the crops, the seeds and the fertilizer out. What's Andy talking about? Going to be a cat daddy in a few weeks. Are you getting a new? Is it a kitten or a cat, Andy? Is it a new to you cat, right? I've got to check my blood sugars because I'm getting dizzy. I had a little trouble last night. My alarm kept going off all night long because my blood sugars would drop down to almost nothing. And then I'd have to get up and find something to eat with a little sugar in it. Come on, machine. No, I'm okay. That's kind of weird. Kind of strange, kind of wonderful. Strange. All right, let's keep picking this stuff up. Where we at? Still has a few weeks to stay with his mom. Oh, it's a kitten then, huh? All right, now I need to change. God, unfolding long seed, select seed. It's Y. Why? I don't know. I definitely don't want to do potatoes or beets. I did oats, I think, instead of canola. I thought I was doing canola. I think I'm doing oats. Let's do some canola, because I thought I was doing oats. I mean, canola. I'm confused. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You let your wife name your cat? I got a name for you. Now I forgot it. All right, so that's going. Yeah, I just had a weird kind of glitch in the matrix. Couldn't remember what I was talking about there for a second. It's like my mind went blank and I couldn't focus my eyeballs. Oh. All right, what's happening? Am I making bales or what here? Could call it Mickey Mouskovich. Teaching the parrot to say gizmo. Is that what you're going to name it, Gizmo? Just don't feed it after midnight. Doodle doodle doo 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 doodle doo 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 doo. Oreo. I like the vanilla Oreos. You're talking about black and white because the cat was black and white, so you name it Oreo? Oh! What am I doing? What am I doing? I thought I shut that off. Dang it all. Now I mess up again. I've all messed up and I can't mess down. Well, the baler's still going. Did I pick the pickup up again? Oh, I'm on the wrong damn machine. No, the pickup was down. All right. Let's get back to mowing. Mowing, mowing, mowing. Keep them doggies mowing. Yeah, there's something with water. Don't get them wet. Don't get them wet and don't feed them after midnight. Calls it Oreo. Yeah, see, I like the vanilla ones better. I like the chocolate ones. They're okay, but I like the vanilla ones better. So they're kind of yellowish, which means they're yellow. I don't know what the ish means. Do 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 do. I need to find some reruns of Rawhide. They're out there. Yeah, don't get him wet. Feed him after midnight. There's Scorpion. Late to the party. I didn't know there was a party. If I did, I'd have charged the cover. How you doing, Scorp? Wayne was in asking about you. You remember Wayne? He was a helicopter pilot. I haven't seen him for ages either. He and I used to play Red Dead Redemption together, and he said he hasn't played for over a year. And he was asking if you were still in the Fort Worth area. Busy tax time? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, if you remember, he used to fly out of Louisiana. That's where his company was based. But now he's flying out of Texas. But he's still flying out to the oil rigs and stuff. Hey, Scorpion. I'm doing my next computer. I'm doing an i9. Let's see. It was 64. Oh God, what was it? Dang it, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm getting a 4080 NVIDIA, an i9 CPU, and it's like 64 core or something like that. Was it that many core? I'll have to look. Hang on. I just did it the other day, and I didn't want to think about it. I haven't been thinking about it because it's a hell of a lot of money I'm spending. And I'm ordering it for my birthday. Getting stuff for my birthday. Birthday. Yes, it's going to be my birthday. Papa Murphy's. What the hell is that? Okay, hang on. I'll find it here in a minute. Oh, here it is. Okay, so are you still there, Scorp? Where you at? He's based down in Houston. Yeah, he put it in the chat. I just don't remember. It was Texas someplace. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's an i9 13900K, 24 core, 32 threads, 5.8 gigahertz. And then I opted down from the gigabyte. I'm only getting 32 gigabyte of RAM. I don't know what the hell I'd do with 64, and it was a lot. I was already spending way too much money, so I figured I can always put more RAM in at a later date. I'm getting the 4080 RTX video card, solid state drives. A one terabyte for Microsoft, and 2 terabyte for games. Now I was going to get a 4 or a 6 terabyte drive, but those are SATA drives. I wanted solid state drives, and then so I got 2 terabyte for the gaming. And then I'm going to put a 4 terabyte or a 6 terabyte storage disk in it. And then, well, that's pretty much the size of it right there. That's the expensive part. Anyway, the thing is, I started deciding what I wanted on it. That took me half a day. And then it took me another 4 or 5 hours to decide whether I had to actually push the button and buy the stuff. So anyway, it'll be a few weeks before it gets built. So I'm thinking it might be closer to my birthday before I'm finished with it. Well, yeah, see what it came down to is there were some things that, because I boosted it up, so I was going to get an i7 that was it was less on the cores. I think it was like 16 core or 12 core for an i7, and I decided to get the i9 with the 32, with a 24 core and 32 threads. And I upgraded quite a bit of stuff. Believe it or not, the 2 terabyte solid state drive is damn near $500 just for that. And I could have got 4 terabyte for a couple $100 or less. Actually, it was less than a couple $100. I could have got a 4 terabyte for what, 80 or $90. But I went for the solid state because that's where my games are going to be, and I want them to be fast. So I upped it up, and I decided, what can I cut back? And I thought it was the RAM, because I've never used that much RAM. 64 gig, I've never used that much. So, anyway. Why are things keep getting shut off? I keep turning things off here. I shut my baler off for some reason. All right, onward we go. Yeah, it is higher price. It is, but I trust these people, and that's something. Yeah, I just decided I didn't want to do it this time. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't trust myself like I did. And I'm thinking this is my last computer. This is the last computer I'll ever buy, so I went ahead and spent quite a bit of money. Cheers. Was that Scorp that did that? Cheers, Scorp. Yeah, the damn GPU was, the video card was almost $800. Where's everybody? That's what I said when I started. There were only 2 people in here when I started for the first 20 minutes. And I kept saying, I wonder where everybody's at. There's nobody here. And I don't remember who it was. I need to go back and look. Somebody said, I'm lurking, I'm here, and I didn't know who they were. So I thanked them for being here. And I asked him if he got a notification. He said, yeah, I got a notification. And I said, well, thanks for lurking, because I'm a lurker myself. Well, I was looking at the stats from a 4090. A 4090 is $1,200. I could get a 4080 for $700, and the stats aren't that much different. So I thought, why in the hell would I get a 4090? And I had to wait. I was looking at this a month ago, but the company that I wanted to use didn't have the 40s in at all. They were still doing 30s. And so I thought, well, I'm going to wait and see if they get them in. I found a company that did have the 40s, but the computer was like $1,000 more than what I wanted to spend. Born to Game, that's who it was. Thank you, Tina. Born to Game came in, and he said, yeah, I'm a lurker. He says, I watch you, but I'm a lurker. Because I'd never talked to him before. And I said, well, thanks for coming on and telling me that you got a notification, because I was getting worried that YouTube was up to its old tricks. Because I've been talking politics lately, so I'm lucky I'm still on the air. Yeah, that's what I've got in my current, is an EVGA. And I've never had any trouble with it. It's been a good card. Let me get this bale here, and I'm gonna go over and get that. I missed a couple of spots. I could do it later, I guess. I'll do it later. I'll play catch up when it's time to play catch up. Lori's back. Oh, my wife has, that's one of her specialties is a good lasagna. I have certain things that I make, and she has certain things that she makes. I wouldn't touch a lasagna, but she's really good at it. Yeah, she has her own recipe that she does, that she's done for years, and it's. I don't get too uptight about food because, well, that's not true. What I mean is like people's recipes. Like, I don't know what your recipe is, Lori. And I'm not concerned about stuff like that because everybody has a different recipe, it seems like. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I'd get invited to friends' houses. Hey, you want to come over and we're having meatloaf. Oh, I love meatloaf. And I'd go to their house, and there would be a lump of hamburger on the table. It just looked like a big lump of hamburger and nothing else. And it didn't taste the same. And so I thought, God, this isn't meatloaf. What the hell is this? And then that's when I first realized that people have different ways of cooking food. And it depends on what you like. Like Scorpion and I, we used to talk about root beer. And Scorpion doesn't like A&W root beer. And that's what I drink is A&W root beer. And it came down to, when I was a kid, A&W root beers, we had one on every corner. And that's what we grew up with. And, so that's what I was used to. Well, recently, my wife has been buying Barks. And I kept saying, I don't like Barks. I don't like Barks. I like A&W. I like A&W. I don't like Barks. Well, I haven't been drinking root beer in the last year or so. And I'm not a big root beer drinker. I like to have one every once in a while because it's a little different than the regular stuff that I do drink, and it's kind of nice to have something different. Well, anyway, I went into the garage and I wanted a root beer. I was going to make a root beer float, and I thought, oh, she's buying this Barks crap. What's going on? And I didn't think too much about it. And then about a week later, I went out and grabbed a Barks, and I didn't even think about what it was. I knew it was root beer, put it in the fridge. I went to drink it. I started drinking. I said, man, this stuff is good. And I looked down and looked at the can, and I said, what? That's not A&W. Anyway, I discovered that I like Barks now. Yeah, I've had one of those Scorpion, but we can't find it very much over here. A&W Long John Silvers. Yeah, see, when I was a kid, the A&Ws, they would come out to your car on roller skates, and you'd roll your window up a little bit, and the thing would hook onto the window, and your tray and food tray and stuff like that. Yeah, I've had one of those before, Scorpion. They're just kind of hard to find here. Well, you got to remember, I'm on the coast, so we're 100 miles away from any kind of big city, and they have to ship everything out here. Shipping is expensive. And I don't even know where IBC comes from. Maybe it's only bottled at certain parts of the country. Tina's been telling me about a sugar-free Mountain Dew, but I can't find it anywhere. Was it sugar-free? No, it wasn't sugar-free. It was caffeine-free. Caffeine-free Mountain Dew, and I can't find it anywhere because I'm not supposed to drink any kind of caffeine, and I do. Not a lot, but I do drink some. So everybody's going over to Lori's house tonight because she's serving up lasagna, and I love lasagna. We usually have lasagna on New Year's Day because we have turkey and ham on Christmas, or Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so, did I say New Year's? Not New Year's. At Christmas, we'll have turkey and ham on Thanksgiving, and then we'll sometimes have lasagna on Christmas. Yeah, we're having some trouble getting things in. They were having trouble distributing some of it. So what they were doing was they were distributing the best sellers and not messing with the the other lesser brands or kinds. Like it's hard to find. Sometimes it's hard to find diet stuff. Yeah, Tina, caffeine free. That's what she was talking about. But I can't find it. Have you ever seen any of that, Scorp? Caffeine free Mountain Dew? Uh-oh, I think I found one of my stumps. I'm stuck. What did I hit? There's a stump there. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, why would you want to skin a cat? And if you did, why does there need to be more than one way? Things like that don't make any sense to me. This is like watching paint dry. And look, I'm doing every other lane here, which means I'm not even halfway finished. Even when I finish the rest of this field, I'll only be halfway done. I'm going to send Tim a bill because he's making me do this. Lori's going to have to play with catch-up because she's busy cooking. Yeah, Tina says it comes in a whitish carton. I think she's pulling my chain, though, because I've never seen it. No self-respective gamer would drink Mountain Dew without caffeine in it. That's the reason they drink it, so they can stay up all night. Bad tree, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you spank me? Uh-oh, never mind. I'm gonna get banned again. Walmart. We have a Walmart, but not all Walmarts are the same. As Scorpio and I were talking about, we live out away from civilization, so we don't always get everything that they have to offer. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? It's on their website, huh? Yeah, but that might be, that doesn't mean it's in every store. That's what I'm saying. $3? For how much? A gallon? A half a gallon? 2 turds of a gallon? You want to get 2 turds? Hang on a second. That ain't it. What happened? What's that? Stop it. Uh-oh. What happened? Things are getting broke around here. All right, I'm back. I had to scratch my nose. I didn't want you to see it. They have that on Amazon. Caffeine-free Mountain Dew citrus soda. 12-ounce, 12-pack. Only in Venezuela. What? Uh-oh, sorry, I missed a button. Ow, that hurt. All right, I'm putting it in Amazon. Let's see what we get here. Dew, caffeine-free diet Mountain Dew, caffeine-free. Diet Mountain Dew, caffeine-free. And you say you can get that at Walmart. Well, I'll have to give it a shot. A warhead squeeze. What? A warhead. Yeah, that was a mild sneeze for me. I turned away from the microphone and put my hand over my mouth because I couldn't reach the button to shut the microphone off. That was very mild. Carol says that when I sneeze, the house shakes. And I can't help it. That's the only way I know how to sneeze. It just booms out. Mountain Dew Kickstart, Black Cherry. Now that might be good. I might have to try that. Black Cherry's my favorite. Your speakers are broken. What about your eardrums? My ears are bleeding. Geez. Sorry, Andy. See, that's what Carol gets upset about, because when I sneeze, I don't know it's coming until the last minute. That's why I missed a button. It just explodes, and so I don't have any time to warn anybody, and I'll sneeze and Carol will just start screaming. It's like, oh, is that what that is? The black cherry? Why would they put black cherry in a high caffeine? 92 milligrams of caffeine. Good Lord. Oh, I couldn't drink that. That stuff would kill me. Now I know why they call it Kickstart. I'm drinking a Baja Blast right now, Mountain Dew. All right, so why would you buy this from? I guess you could buy this from Amazon, but it seems like it'd be awful expensive. $19.89 for a pack of one. What's that mean, a pack of one? How many do you actually get in a pack of one? I don't understand. 96 fluid ounces, it says. There's one I'm looking at in plastic bottles. I don't like plastic bottles. to be deaf. I don't have any speakers on my computer. I always use headphones. I didn't order a sound card for my computer because I don't need one. I don't use one. If there's a sound card, if there's a sound built on the motherboard, that's all I need because I just use headphones for everything. Nobody's as old and decrepit as I am. Nobody knows the troubles I seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. I feel sorry for myself sometimes. Binks is in love with caffeine. Hey, Russell Crowe has a new movie out where he plays the Pope's exorcist, and I know the person that he's portraying. I've read some of the books and stuff. This is a guy that he passed away a few years ago. He was quite old, was a Catholic priest, and he actually was the Pope's exorcist. So he worked for the Pope, and he was a journalist at one point in his life, and so he was used to writing stories, writing up stories and stuff, and so he kept diaries and stuff of what some of the exorcisms that he did, and they're pretty well documented because, like I said, he used to be a journalist, and so I knew about this guy. And now Russell Crowe plays him in a movie, and it just came out this last week. And it's one of those kind of movies that you'll probably never hear about because it's a small time. It's not made by some big, studio and stuff like that. So it's a smaller type movie. I saw a review of it, and they said that Russell Crowe does a very good job in the movie. But what they did is it's not a normal exorcist story. In the middle of the story is a mystery, like, God, what was that movie that, I can never remember the movie, where there was a conspiracy. Tom Hanks played in it. God, what was the name of that? Dang it, I can't think of the name of that movie. Anyway, he finds that the church, the Catholic Church itself, has been hiding something for many, many years that has something to do with demons or something. And he finds out about it and starts investigating it and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, it looked pretty good. Cat puke between your toes. Well, why are you kicking your cat and making him puke on your foot? I'm glad it's puke and not poop. You kicked the poop out of him. I used to teach my cats how to fly. Bridge of Spies? No, wasn't that. It's the Da Vinci Codes. That's what it was. There's a movie called the Da Vinci Codes, where there's secret writings and things on buildings and a conspiracy, hidden conspiracies and that kind of stuff. So it's in the middle of this movie about exorcisms and stuff. There's this thing that he stumbles upon that the church has been hiding for years. It has something to do with demons, and so he starts investigating this. And anyway. It's supposed to be a pretty good movie. The people that I trust have watched it and do reviews on it and talked about it, and they said, unfortunately, it's one of those kind of movies that not many people will see because it's not in a lot of theaters and it's not well advertised, and the main selling point is that Russell Crowe's in it. because he's a pretty good actor. Has to wash your foot off. All right, everybody. Let me get off this noisy machine here. So, yeah, it's after my 3 o'clock time here, and I got. I know I've got some people wanting more of the Harry Potter game, and I haven't played it for a couple weeks, so I got to go and make some recordings. I had a bunch of recordings already made and in the can and scheduled, and when I went on holiday, I used them all up, and I haven't had time to record.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I promised I would do some recording this afternoon and get some in the can. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Scorp, it's always good to see you, buddy. Don't work too hard. You know, spend more time with your family. Are you still working from home? I'm sure you probably are. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys again on Thursday. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. If you're playing a game, have a lot of fun. And I'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.